It's just another manic Monday. Whoa, wish it was Sunday. That's our fun day. Tori here.
Your Uncle Flip.
Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here. The
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? What's up, guys? Tori here. Tori Favreau, Geelong-Flipper, author extraordinaire, coming to you live and direct from Geelong, Victoria, Australia. I hope that you are super well and that the day is as vibrant and sunny as it is for me. If you haven't come here before, I talk about reselling. I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and that's how I earn my living, along with my 11 books that are on Amazon. Well, the books don't do so well, so I'm a full-time reseller who writes books as a hobby. Is 11 books a hobby? I don't know. Maybe. But in any case, if you are new here, thank you so very much for giving the channel a try. I do try to keep it, entertaining, informative, and most importantly, I keep it honest to a fault. So if you don't like seeing resellers screwing up, making mistakes, losing money, buggering things up, waiting for their shop to, just end, then that might not be the right channel for you. We're hitting sales far out. I was like, don't get me wrong, I'm in a good mood, but I'm like, oh, free stuff on the side of the road, pull over. Don't do it. Sometimes I do, but that looked like all barbecue stuff, like all blokey stuff. Can't sell that. I need a barbecue though. I do need a barbecue. I like a barbecue. All right, so we may have to stop up here. There are roadworks, but the weekend wasn't too busy with sales. I think I ended up with 18 sales for the weekend. I do include Friday in that tally O. Look, there were some good sales in there, some sales I'm certainly grateful for. You've seen me pick most of the orders. I think I've got 6 orders to pick today for you to see, and then we're going to be packing stuff up and getting it ready to skedaddle off to the post office. But just know that your presence here is really appreciated. You guys are my friends, and I chat to you during the day if you're a new person, and I just let you know what's going on. So basically, this is a vlog. Occasionally there'll be like direct informative things where if I learn something, I'll isolate that and I'll put it out as a video. But most of the time, it is just my day. You guys are my confidants, and I can be the same for you too. If you are new, there is a Facebook group, Geelong-Flipper Family. Look it up. It is for viewers only, so you're not going to just have random people in there because they need to answer questions to get in. We've got a moderating team, which is fantastic, and it is totally a safe space to be and ask questions and to learn about reselling or about things that are going on, to give people tips and information, and it blends in and out with the YouTube channel. So just know that that's there as a resource for you, and it's a totally free resource. I'm sure most people are already on Facebook, so yeah, Zuckerberg's already got your information, and I don't want anything but your reseller information. Oh, we got to move again. Good. Bit of a backup of traffic. There's roadworks going on. You can probably see in the rear vision mirror the trucks and other vehicles that are there. If I look like I'm glancing down, it's because you guys are literally strapped onto the visor, which is down to aim it back at myself. But I have to look under a little bit oddly in order to, let's just say in order to not effect an accident. So this is the deal. We go out into the world, we go thrifting, we go op shopping. I take you to my little baby warehouse. We look at stuff I've bought, we look at stuff I'm thinking of buying, we look at my eBay store to present you with ideas of how you may want to structure your business. Or more importantly, if you think like I'm screwing up and you don't like the way I've got it set up, ways that you can avoid setting up your eBay business. And that's the beauty of what we do. The beauty of what we do is everyone's going to approach this differently. Don't be a cookie cutter of me. I do consider myself, how do I say this properly? I am growing as a business. Is that success? Yes, it is. To be a little business that is slowly growing, I think of it sometimes. It's my eBay store, which is Geelong-Flipper, is like just this little garden. and I've got the garden set up, and at the moment the garden is giving me just enough food to eat, and it's collecting just enough water for me to drink. And so I keep watering the garden as best I can and documenting it on YouTube for you to see. Does it mean that the garden always gives as much food as I want? Hell no. Hell no. But it does allow me to live a life that I'm more or less happy with. So, I couldn't have said that a little while ago. We had a slow start, and I was sitting around $4,000 odd, and when I showed you guys it was $4,700. Now it has managed to stay over $20,000 for my 90-day total. I have been plugging away at that. I've been trying to focus on getting winter clothing done. If my American viewers, I know you probably know this, and I'm not being smart, but our seasons aren't 180 to yours. So as you're heading into summer, we're heading into winter. And where I am in Geelong at the moment, you wouldn't know it today because it's beautiful outside, but it is only 12 degrees. So thank goodness the UV's up a little bit to give us that beautiful warmth of the sun. But yeah, so it is one of those things where we're selling winter stuff when you guys are thinking summer. So I know that not a lot of my clothing will be going over to the States at the moment, because I'm going to be focusing on leather shoes and boots. Yesterday I did a whole heap of jeans. Well, not a whole heap, but enough to make me sick of it. And it did really let me know that my time to get a better clothing setup, it is here and it is upon me. So on my days off tomorrow, I'm going to go and just get the bits and pieces that I feel that I need for my clothing setup. I'm going to get an easel from Kmart, and they're like $20, but they look huge. We'll suss that out. Then I'll go to Bunnings, which is a hardware chain over here in Australia, and I'll get some timber that I can put down, like, particle board. We'll get some white felt from the local haberdashery store, and a couple of rulers that I can just bang them onto the clothing. So that's the plan on my days off. I don't think I'm going to be doing long range thrifting. I might even show you guys one of my older thrifting videos that I've never published, just for a bit of fun, bit of something different from just going to the offsite all the time. And guys, I do go through the comments, so please at any stage during the video, if there's anything that you need to comment on or want to comment on, or something that you want me to look at, ask a question. I'm doing Q&As now on the videos, so I always answer the comments, well, as best as I can. There are a lot of them now, and thank you so much for that. Sometimes it is just that I heart it or give a thumbs up because I've read what you said and I understood it. If it needs a greater clarification, then I'll go through with an answer. Now, you guys do know the routine. If you've been here before, I'm about to go get my coffee. I go through a drive-through coffee place pretty much every day. It just gives me a nice warm feed. I get a toasted sandwich and a coffee. I get a cold coffee, but I do get a warm sandwich. And then we go off to the little warehouse, stopping at the op shop that's nearby, and or thrift store, and then we head off and we're going to pack some orders. Today is my main shipping day, being Monday. Like I said, 18 orders. I've been picking them over the weekend and showing you 6 more to do today. We're going to pack them up as best we can. I might have to see if I need to get boxes from elsewhere for some of them because they're irregular shapes, but that's fine. It's all part of what we do, isn't it? Okay guys, I'm going to go and get that coffee, and I'll see you on the flip side of it. Like, get that flip side, yeah. All right, the food mission is a success. I repeat, the food mission is a success. A bit of a bank up today. Good on them. They're busy. They're working hard. They're doing their thing, like we are. But now we'll head on over to the site of the off-site, the baby warehouse, as we are kingdom building. It sounds pretty grand, doesn't it? Kingdom building. All right, come on, break in traffic. And away we go. Seriously, the temperature aside, the day outside, look behind. It's glorious. Glorious day. But yeah, I've got a power of work to get through. So the idea is that the way I list, guys, if you don't know, is I try to create a draft bank. When you do your listings, instead of doing list it now, I do save for later. And then I release a dollar figure per day. And I hope that by doing that minimum dollar figure per day is, one, it takes some of the stress and pressure off myself for coming days. So if I am not well, don't want to, need the day off, I have stuff ready to go, and I strongly advise that you do it too. And it's not often that I like push stuff like that, because it's not my place to. Yep, there is a park at the Oppo, and the rule is if there's a park, we stop. Yeah, like I don't push that stuff very heavily. I will give you advice based on my experience, but I won't be the sort of, well, if you don't do this, I think you're a clown, because, you know, everything is different for everyone. So that is most certainly something to consider. And let's have a look in the op shop though. But yeah, the draft bank, I've got to build the draft bank. I want to, and then we'll be able to have a couple of days off, which is very well deserved. That'll be good. So I've just seen this lightsaber. It's only got $1 on it. It's from 2010. Don't know if it's worth anything, but it is only $1. It's not doing any sounds or anything. There's probably no batteries in it, but we'll have a look. Okay, so these dolls are the ones I was telling you about with the higher degree of articulation. She's been played with a lot, like everything's very loose. But yeah, that's one of the better ways, or the better models of Barbie body. And it's got $1 on it. I'll still look it up, but yeah, certainly needs a hair brushed. All right, I didn't get anything. Had a quick glance around. There's some decent toys in there. I mean, not for me to move on, but some decent toys in there. So, you know, sometimes it's just as good to not spend anything, but I do really think that you should always look. Let's get to the offsite. So we can get our work done. Yeah. Don't know why I went quite mid-sentence. Oh my God, last night on the live stream I was asking what people were having for dinner. And channel member Joe, not Black Eyed Joe, she said that she'd made homemade chicken noodle soup. And I've just had it in my head, Joe, you cursed me. I'm making some today. I'm making some for dinner. You cursed me with wanting chicken noodle soup now. So I make a good chicken noodle soup, and it should last us for a few days. We'll be able to freeze it up or something. So yeah, I'll certainly be smashing that down. I can tell you right now. What are you guys having for dinner? What are you having for dinner tonight? Give me food ideas. I know that's got nothing to do with reselling, but fun fact, I was a cook in the Navy, well, chef, cook, whatever, fitter and turner for 8 years in the Navy. And even though I do enjoy cooking, I only cooked professionally outside of the Navy for half a day at a kitchen in Geelong, a restaurant. I think it's still there. But compared to how clean the Navy has to have everything, it was so dirty. I wasn't used to how dirty some civilian kitchens could be, and I still eat at the place. Like that part doesn't put me off. It wasn't that bad, but it was just like I was just like my OCD kicked in. I'm like, I said to the head chef, I'm really sorry, but I can't cook here. It's too dirty. And I left, you know, and I needed a job, but that's where my I think the autism kicks in, because it was like, thanks for the employment. Your kitchen's so dirty, I'd rather be unemployed. Wow. Good call, Tori. Well done. All right, so almost at the offsite now, just turning up into the correct alley. So I'll get that set up, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more. So I'm in the toilet, right? Don't worry, I've been. But this joint is so so many signs. I love it. Check this out. Check it out. Ready? This is just in a toilet cubicle. And don't get me wrong, it's a really clean toilet. And maybe the signs are the reason why, but watch this. Please use the brush and flush. Please keep this toilet clean and refreshed how you found it. Please ensure you keep the toilet clean for the next person. Thank you. Please ensure you, Tori. Please wash your hands after using the toilet. Used to be a sign there. Please use the brush and flush. Like, seriously, there is no good way of putting it. I feel like I'm literally making my way through a work checklist. Oh, look at that. Oh, I feel like I'm making my way through a checklist set. Brush and wash and flush and refresh. Okay. But the signs must work. The toilet is super clean, which is amazing for a storage place. So brush, flush, wash, refresh. Brush, wash, flush, refresh. Refract. Come on. Hey guys, how did you get in here first? Oh well, come on, we got to get some stuff done, all right? Can you move? All right, guys, welcome to the offsite. If you haven't been here before, this is my little warehousey thing that we've set up, Ali and myself. Ali is the love of my life, and she's also a full-time reseller. So that's where our income is derived, from us selling stuff on eBay. As you can see, lots of stuff there. Now, she said I was allowed to do this. So hopefully Putty McPudpud is watching, okay? So let's just take this off here. All right, so as I told you guys a while ago, like, Ali is amazing. Yes, I'm biased. Yes, I love her. But she set up the most immaculate little workstation for herself. And I was really like, and she loves Hello Kitty, right? But she won't buy anything for herself like that. We don't really actually buy that much for ourselves at all. But so I thought that I would get her a few Hello Kitty things, just to let her know I was proud of everything that she'd done, and to make her area a little bit more girly. And well, let's just say Putty McPudpud sent a care package, not to me, to PO Box 7002, Hyden, Victoria, 3216. Yes, that's my PO Box. And apparently there's something for me to collect today. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, so she sent a care package. Putty McPudpud did. And I'll show you. Firstly, I'll show you Ali's area. So she's basically just converted like one of the shelves into a pack and track photography station, but it looks super cool. So yeah, I got her like the Hello Kitty there, and the little Hello Kitty light. But Putty McPudpud sent a care package of that massive plush, that cute little plush, and the cup, and the coaster. And then I found that one up there. But Putty McPudpud, all I wanted to say was, well, I just want to say thank you for thinking of my lady and being so generous and kind by sending that stuff over. Yeah, it meant it made me tear up knowing that someone was just like, you know what, if she's yours, she's ours. And I know Ali doesn't appear on the videos or anything like that. Some of you have met her, but yeah, she's a big reason why this channel is the channel that it is. I'm the all over the place one, and she's the calm and collected one. She's the yin to my yang, and she makes me a better person. Yeah, so this is her workstation. So it's really neat, really well set up. And She's got all her like stock in tubs and stuff, same as mine, but not nowhere near as much as mine. But yeah, I just wanted to share her workspace because I'm all over the place at the best of times. Okay guys, so basically before we get started with the picking, I do need to allocate. Yesterday I listed and got ready quite a number of clothing items, and I just want to get them put away. So yeah, I'm going to just quickly do that, and as I do it, I'll just speed things up on the video if I remember. If not, you just sit there and wonder with me, or do I just nah? Do I speed it up? No, I'll just prattle. Okay, because you know, prattling is just something I do. So you may not see me all the time, but I am here nonetheless. And I thought I had brought my notepad, and I'm a little bit annoyed about this. I thought I'd brought my notepad to write down the locations, but instead, I'm a professional. I'm going to write on a bit of cardboard and hope I don't lose it. What a fool! What a fool, Tor. All right. So some of these have been marked as locations that I can put things. So we'll suss them out first using the principle that Black Eye Joe said, put dots on tubs that have got room, and it does speed up the process and fix things up a little bit. So the Yakka overalls, Yakka. That really surprised me. Like I picked them up for $10. They're vintage with tags. Yeah, I saw sold comps for over $130. And you know, I know it's not the sort of thing that you guys are going to just jump out and go, oh, I need that in my life. Someone does. I don't know why they need vintage overalls, but oh, TV stuff would need it. So that is often, I think that's where a lot of the stuff that we sell often goes to. You know, everyday sort of items like that. I think they do go to television, which is kind of cool. I've said it before. I think it is cool. You just would never know. All right, blue Nike shirt. Got a lot of clothes to do, so yeah, we're going to work out how to do a better frame for them and get that set up. Maybe once I clear a little bit more down the back of the offsite. It is kind of bizarre though, because I know you guys can kind of see it. To me, looking up at the fluorescent light, it doesn't look it in the video. It doesn't look it either. In real life, when you're looking at that, it looks bright white. Yet you can see it's casting a bit of a yellow over stuff. So I do need to get that sorted out. Because it doesn't help at all. Tub 21 you can fit in. That's good. Globe jeans. The enormity of what I'm going to try to do today isn't lost on me. I don't believe I'll get it done. I've got to try to finish off the day's listing. I've got a couple of $100 listed already, but then I still have to get another. I was in tub 39. Yep. I still have to get another $1,000 worth of listings done after that. I need to get shoes done. So whether I can duck and dodge it. Look, I've got some really crazy expensive Lego sets. I'm clearing out a lot of my personal collection. And I do have a lot of expensive Lego sets, but I need to sell my shoes. Like they're leather shoes, they're boots, otherwise I've pretty much missed out on the season. I need to get the jumpers and jackets and clothes done. JJ super skinny. I need to get those things done. So as much as I can try to duck and dodge, actually, you know, owning up to my responsibilities, like to my store, I can cheat. I can cheat with larger, big-ass expensive listings. I don't want to. I don't want to on this occasion anyhow. That can go, actually a few of them can go into tub 49, so we'll chuck a few jeans in there. And I don't know if you guys ever do that, or if you do list by dollar price, or whether you list by amount. Some people might be like, well, I will make sure that I do 50 items a day. 10. If you're getting started, it doesn't matter. It's not about the quantity per se when you get started. It's about the consistency. Try to commit to daily. That's why I do the draft bank. Regular, straight, reg, straight, 34, 32, 49. So yeah, it's just, it can seem like you're putting an inordinate amount of pressure on yourself at times just to get, you know, your basics done, and it can make things unpleasant. It truly can. Now, some good news, some of the stuff I am going to be picking today, it's going to be a pain to find it because of the way I've got it stacked, but I did sell some more of the computer magazines, so I am very happy with that. I think these are mainly all Just Jeans, aren't they? Just Jeans, yep. Size 11, JJ, size 11. Slim and flatten. We won't put them in the same, otherwise it'll just be a big Just Jeans bin, which will be hard to pick through later, which I certainly don't want. And I also have to check, because some of these ones where I have been got the little dots on them, they are almost full, but I think I was using the dot for reference, but then forgetting to remove it once I was finished. All right, guys, I must admit, forgive me, I keep talking too much and I need to get this done. I'll turn it on and polywaffle all the way through the picking, but it's 11:45 now with about $1,300 to $1,400 worth of listings. I'm going to try to do smaller items with higher yield, so shoes, but that does mean I still have to prepare over 20 shoes and boots. So I'm going to turn this off, okay? Or, I don't know, if I have it recording and just play it in fast motion, I don't really see the value in that. I don't know. I know that people do it and it's a good visual effect, but most of you aren't even watching at this stage. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, because I know you probably looked up to I don't watch a lot of the content. There's a few that I do because they're holding up things and explaining stuff, and I would guess when I'm picking and showing you, then you would, but just for me talking, you'd be listing. So there's no point in doing something that's just a visual effect, because very few people will watch it. And why do you just want to watch me moving around a bit faster than my snail pace? Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to allocate this stuff. Okay, thanks for your patience, guys. That was a lot faster. I literally took 4 minutes rather than 20, and I don't have the luxury. And I know that I talk a lot anyhow, so here we are back to talking. But no, I do appreciate that. It's 11:46, and now we'll just pick our orders, guys. Let's have a quick look here. Hopefully there's something new. Would love to get a sale during. No, I didn't. But having said that, doesn't matter, because I've got some amazing customers who bought stuff off me anyhow. All right, so let's move this to here. Hi. All right, so first things first, we'll jump on back here. So this was in tub 14. It's a Russell Brand book. I will grab that out now. So that was a book that I paid for $1 for. It's called Recovery, Freedom from Our Addictions, and it's, yeah, tub 14. I bought it for $1, sold it for $13.60. So some of these books will have more value. Some, you know, either way around, someone wants to read them, which is pretty awesome, regardless. So we'll get that out. Oh, that's boring, can't even see. Hey, grab some of these. The old books, I love them. I do love them. I wish I had the luxury of space. Like, people are like, oh, put them up on the shelves. What? Where? I don't have room. Because, yeah, that makes far more sense than doing what I'm doing every time. Got some cool comic books there too. DC Convergence, trade paperback, a Wilbur Smith first edition. There's the Russell Brand book. I can see it yelling at me from down here. Ta-da! So, yeah, guys, I cannot reiterate enough some of the advice being given online. You know, you need to do this, you need to do that. You know, ASP, average sales price, needs to be this, it needs to be... No, just make money. The only thing that you shouldn't be doing is what I did. So don't do what I did. Is just, you know, grabbing everything, because some stuff isn't a good purchase. But you know what? If it's something that you go, yeah, okay, I know that I am going to buy that for $1 and I'm going to make $10 and it's going to happen relatively quickly, in my opinion, that's a really good purchase. It's the, I bought that for $1 and I'm going to make $10, but it's going to take me 2 years, is not a good purchase. I brought this to show you, but also just because of having to pack stuff. That was the Carnage Lego set that I sold. It's going over to Canada. I don't believe I've got anything box-wise here big enough, but unless I just put it in a large box. Guys, if you're new and you're sending stuff international, I encourage international sales. When you are new, post office doesn't care what size box you use. It's well, within reason, but it's about weight. Whereas within Australia, the box would be measured as the dimensions and everything like that. It's not like that for overseas stuff. So I might throw that in a big box. I'm definitely going to bubble wrap it, and yeah, put it in a big box and just put some paper stuffing and stuff like that around it, just to sort of protect it. I have built this. It was mine. You can see where I've put the extra sticky tape over the top. But yeah, that still went for decent money. I think I told you guys about that one. Did I? Let's have a quick look. I sold it for $139 and I paid, well, I thought I was wrong, but I thought I'd pay $79. I paid $89 for it. All right, back to more recent purchases. Okay, so first off, we're going to, now this is exciting. So this is a viewer purchase. Bianca, thank you so very much. And Bianca wrote, just started watching your YouTube channel. We are big Dougie fans here. So I'm excited to get this for you. I only put it away yesterday. So it is up in the top, up there. Let's get Dougie down. Get Dougie down. Hang on, I'm still going to talk to you, but I can access it just as easily out here. In fact, maybe even easier. But yeah, I was putting Dougie away yesterday, and when I was putting stuff on top, I was like, oh, I hope he's not just screaming out in his sleep. Because I'd put some clothing on top just to sort of look after the main body of the toy. But let's see if he talks to us. Hang on. Yes, he did. Like I said, like Bianca said, they're big Dougie fans in the house. Which, Dougie in the house? No, I think that's cool. I don't have a clue who Dougie is. I just liked the way the toy looked. And I liked how the sold comps went. So I think I paid, I can't remember now. Honestly, normally I'm good with this. I think I paid $4 something for him, I think. Bianca sent through an offer. I said, hey, can you meet me halfway on this? And she said, yep, Uncle Flip, no worries. So, yeah, we've got Dougie. And he talks and he's cute. I don't know the show. There's another version that's similar where all these light up. I'm guessing that this is a part of the show, like the functionality there. These are just embroidered. So I'll make sure he's got a little bit of bubble wrap around him, and then I'll bounce him vigorously on the ground, Bianca. Okay. Now, these ones are going to be painful. Okay, so I know you guys saw. Well, let me just come with me. Come with me. There's some there. I've just been hiding them all over the place now. There's some down here, Bite magazine, and there's even more here. I just had to jam in where I could because you may or may not have noticed the offsite's filling up. And the offsite's not filling up because I'm buying a truckload of stuff. Well, I am a little bit, but nothing like I used to. It is filling up because of my past mistakes are coming back to haunt me. That's the easiest way of saying it. Past mistakes are coming back to haunt me because I didn't buy wisely. I didn't know better. I listened to the wrong people, the wrong YouTubers, and I was just buying like a lunatic. So don't do like Uncle Flip does. All right, let's use this other bit of back of the paper so as I can just quickly write down what they are. So it's bite, because I'm going to have to look for them. There's 2 lots. I think the buyer's name's Chris. Really doubt that they're a viewer, but they were very pleasant to deal with. And if you are a viewer, Chris, I apologise, but I don't believe you are one. Jan to June 1980, and also, oh, you got more of the 1980 ones, so that's cool. 1980 bite. Okay. Sometimes you've got to really look at the pictures anyhow, just to figure out which ones they are. Because at the end of the day, these are very old, just computer magazines. So, but they do quite well. I've been gradually lowering the price on them, simply because as much as I appreciate them, because they were given to me by a viewer. I don't know if Bron watches anymore. I know she's had a very busy time of her life and there's no expectation, but she gave me heaps of stuff and it's paid and paid and paid. It's been very, very generous. I know it was to help her clear out her uncle's house, like, so it was twofold. I was taking the stuff that they didn't want, but she knew it had value and wanted to be able to give me that opportunity to get value out of it, which I think was so generous. Let's have a look here. 1987, 1984, no. Oh, they're so heavy too. I told Chris with his, okay, there's some 1981, so January to June. These are the first lot of his computers. And I can literally see the picture that I just showed you. They're heavy, like they're kilos heavy. So, yeah. They're neat, but they are heavy. All right, so that's one down. And then I just need to find 5 more. So they're the thicker magazines, I think. Yeah, they are. Byte drastically reduced its page count over time. I don't know if it still exists as a computer magazine. You guys can tell me in the comments, please. If you know, I'll look it up. I mean, I've still got more. I've still got more here. More unlisted Byte magazines here. They're in the next lot of things that Bron gave me. I found even more Byte magazines there. So I'm looking for thicker magazines. They weren't these at the back, were they? No, 1991. Ah, that gap, it makes me sad. Makes me sad. Paragirl grabbed that. Paragirl grabbed my baby. There's a revelation about that coming right up, I'll tell you now. Okay, so now there's 30,000 that I've got to go through. So stay tuned. If you hear grumbling, that is my tummy. Oh my God. 1991. I can't remember when they went all tightwad. 1991, let's put that guy up here. Yeah, this is a, it's a nightmare, but it's a good nightmare, if that makes any sense. It's just they're big and they're bulky, but they were free, and I'm getting a, like, you know, I've made minimum $30 per bundle, and I've sold multiple bundles. 1989. I probably should have studied what the cover looked like, so I'm grabbing the right thing. Yeah, let me do that. Otherwise it's just a little bit silly. Okay, so it's got, what is it? Looks like an insect. Is it an insect? Oh, yeah, it looks like an ant, but done like a computer. It's clever. Okay, and so that's one of the covers I'm looking for. This stuff can't be enthralling, friends, and I'm sorry, but I don't turn off the camera much anyhow. It's just one of those things, I guess. you muddle along with me as I'm doing my thing, or you turn it off and go on to the next video. Either way around, there's no wrong way of doing things, that's for sure. Just do what makes you happy. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. I'll tell you what, the YouTube gods liked me. This is the other bundle. So cool. All right, let's talk about this one. Let's talk about this, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Some of you wouldn't even know what song that is. And that's fine. Okay, so these were already reduced because they were in my 15% off. Okay, so yeah, I've got, sorry, the phone just died. It just said I'd filled up the storage again. So yeah, I was going to drop them all off because he's near the Preston Savers. But yeah, you only got the other one bundle. So I'll just pop them together. If there's any discrepancy in the postage, I'll just refund the money. That's good. That's good. So let's tell you how much I made. So zero cost. And I sold both bundles for $34 plus shipping. Have I got the mic? Yeah, I do. Both bundles plus shipping. And let's have a check. Let's have a check. So $22 each time. No, he'll be receiving over $20 back at least to recoup. I'm going to charge him for the large Aussie post box, but not charge him for the secondary lot of shipping. That would just be lame. So no. Or if they do charge me more, then I'll simply just refund whatever the difference is from that. That makes sense. Okay, so we've got Dougie. Now finally, guys, this is the final part of this one. Geez, that's over quickly. Then we'll do the packing. Paragirl, Karen, strikes again. For Holly. No, for herself this time. So you might recall from the other episode, Paragirl broke my heart. Play the slow music when she bought this bad boy for her daughter. I call them all boys. I know they're boys and girls. I don't have a clue. I've never watched an episode. I just love how bright they are. That's why I love them so much, because they're just bright and cheerful. She got this guy, girl, and it broke my heart. She struck again last night during the live. Now, I was sitting talking to the millions of people who tune in, and lo and behold, ka-ching, a ring-a-ding, my phone goes off. Paragirl writes, got another one. The girl's going to empty out all my stock. So guys, come with me. We have another fallen soldier. And of course it's out of the display, so sorry about the handshake. I don't know what's going on there. Only just got put there too. Heartbreaking. Devastating. But at least it wasn't bought for her daughter. It was bought for herself. And I believe that we all should have a Care Bear to help us with our listing. So this is for Paragirl to keep her honest with her listing. I say I approve because I do. So I've got to put you guys back on the tripod because you know the rules. If a viewer buys a Care Bear, or if I think they're a viewer, the Care Bear gets a reseller hug. Okay, so, all right, dude, you're going to a good home. You've got a friend to go with. You're both going to be in an airtight bag for a couple of days. You'll be breathing each other's carbon monoxide, but you're going to like it, okay? You're going to love it. Then when you get to Paragirl, one, you're going to give her a left and a right for taking you away from your Uncle Flip. But then you're going to bestow all of your good reseller energy into her. Grant her the serenity to be listing constantly, to pack carefully, to pack thoughtfully, and just to be a bloody good human like she already is. All right? I'm entrusting you on this mission because I know you can do it. You've been through the hard times with me, the sad times, the good times, the times of lows, the times of highs. You've been there. You've been there the whole time. I'm going to miss you, buddy. Yeah, I know. I remember. I do remember. I do remember the struggle that we went through. Those times that you were right and I was wrong, quite often. But now, oh, you rosy cheek little monkey, you get onto the packing desk, all right? And I'm going to stuff you in a bag. Okay, all right. Sleep tight, little fella. Shut your eyes. It won't be long. You'll be up in Queensland. I should stuff myself in a bag and end up in Queensland too. That'd be good. Because that's where I want to live. I like Geelong, but I love Queensland. And if you see any Queensland shirts that are XL or 2XL, you send them on down to me. PO Box 7002, Hyden, Victoria, 3216. All right, mate. You've got this. Makes me super happy that you bought it. It does. I love when viewers buy the Care Bears. I love when viewers send me Care Bears because they're the ones I'm allowed to keep. And my rescue mission. I'm keeping the rescue mission. Unless Paragon makes a really ridiculously high offer. That one talks. Don't know if that one does. It's cute though. Okay, so that's all the picking. Oh, no. Something, okay. Apologetica. Un momento, por favor. Yo habla... Tu habla español. Oh God, what did that fall out of? I'll have to look it up. My cup's on the ground and I know it's listed stock. I must have taken it out. I think in tub 14. I bet it will be. We'll double check. Okay, so this is a book of poetry. And I bought the book for 50 cents and sold it for $11.90. It's Worlds of You, Poetry and Prose by Bo Taplin. And I had a quick read of it before, not the whole book, but some of it, before I did pack it away. It's good. It's some poetry you may think to yourself, really? No, some of it's actually really decent and quite beautiful if you give it time. See, I've still got other poetry books in here as well. So I found a whole heap that they were getting rid of all at once. Worlds of You. This is a book I'm surprised hasn't sold yet. So it's by Hannah Rothschild. It's signed by the author. Hasn't sold. It's a best-selling book. Hasn't sold. Hasn't sold for me anyhow. Sold for other people possibly. Might get that Batman book back out of there though. This was good. Batman 3 Jokers hardcover trade paperback. I wrapped it up in cling wrap just to sort of stop it from opening or getting the pages bent or whatever. Particularly with those sort of books, comic book fans, because I used to be one. I'm still a comic fan, but not like I used to be. But Batman is my favourite. I love Batman stuff. That's why you don't see a lot of it in my store as a rule. And really, I should be putting that one back out of my shop because I do like the comic. The thing I have to realise as I get older, though, one, I'm getting older, and two, I'm probably never going to read it again. So, in all reality, I'm probably never going to read it again. So I probably shouldn't hold on to it. But it's fun sometimes to hold on to these things, isn't it? Because we get to remember. You get to go through your books, like I go through my Stephen King books, and I remember the adventures I went on whilst reading that book. Here it is, Worlds of You. Pretty cover. I say this all the time and then I never go back to it, so don't be exasperated with me. These 511 tactical shirts, they're fantastic and they haven't sold. I think I must have done something weird with the listing, and I think you guys have told me before, and I don't get back to it. And sometimes it's difficult because unless I say to you guys, please tell Uncle Flip to do something with the 511 tactical shirts, I don't remember. I don't go back. And unless I put a stop on the thing that I know to go back and change something or fix something where I may have got some detail wrong, I don't recall for the most part. Okay, so, and the rest of that stuff went in there too. And that's all the picking, that's all the packing, or the picking, sorry. We'll get some packing done. Better put the Jurassic Park in. And that was in tub 14, the Tupperware cup. I really need to go through and start to cull stuff out of there. It's a little bit ridiculous. Once I get more room, I'll start to bundle stuff, but not just yet. All right, guys, we've got a lot to pack and get ready, so let's talk our way through it. But start to feel a sense of urgency, please, Tori, because you've got a lot of work to do at home, mate. You foolish fool. Otherwise, I'll be listening until 10 p.m. tonight, which means I won't be talking to you guys. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Worlds of View. So what I'm trying to use as much as possible. Some people are like, oh, you're worried about your band 5? No, I like saving money. So everything I can will go into these until the promotion's over, which is the end of the month. Everything that I can possibly fit into them will be going into them, because you're mad to not want to save money. Okay, so Jessica, thank you for your purchase, Jessica. Don't think that you're a viewer, but I don't know, as it grows, guys, it's been lovely. As it grows, it has been quite lovely to know that more and more of you are choosing to spend your money with your uncle. So I do appreciate it. All right, so from there, we're going to, all I do, first name, last letter, you know why, because I'm filming as I do it. And I'm going to just smack them into a mailing box or bag that I can just take it straight home, get it home, and get that stuff ready to go. Like ET, phone home. Phone home. All right, Paragirl, I can't do anything about that. Dougie will need to go into a small satchel. Let's deal with Dougie now. Deal with Dougie now that Bianca doesn't kill me. Okay. Now, Bianca, straight up, I know you said please pack carefully. I always do, mate. Normally I would just chuck a plush into a satchel, but you said pack carefully because one of your kids. So I'm going to make a little exception. Para, you know I just stuff them into a satchel. I'm not doing that for you, even though I love you. All right, let's have a look. I do, okay, that's where we need to be. Yeah, sometimes I think we can overkill on our packing, and at the end of the day too, I understand that people do want to receive their stuff. I should have used hex paper, but I don't have any at the moment, and Ali's not here, so I don't want to just go help myself to her stuff because she may need it. You know, I think we send enough things in plastic, so I'm just going to put a little bit around Dougie, just enough to give one layer, because he's a plush, so it doesn't really matter. And okay, so also I think it was Matilda said about my stupid, sorry guys if that's hurting your ears, but yeah, basically Matilda was saying my stupid tape dispenser just needs to be clicked down. It is clicked down, mate. I did click it all the way down. It's frustrating and annoying. All right, Bianca. Dougie is in the house. I won't bounce him on the ground. The only downside to like doing this way is that the tape, mate, see how he keeps talking? He may talk the whole way to you, mate, so please be aware of that. But I have done as you asked, and I'm making sure that he's packed securely, but it is activating his voice thing. So I'll be sort of glad that he's not staying the night at my place. The possessed toy. All right. Get in there, mate. There's still plenty of room. Super. Safe, bubble wrapped, and not talking. So, Bianca. The other thing too that I do want you guys to be very aware of, I'm still going to be talking, you won't see me, but the other thing I need you to be very aware of is if you're buying the postage through eBay, as dumb as it sounds, it's going to be taking the money out of your eBay account. which means whatever money you think you may be receiving, you may not receive. Sorry, you may not receive because it has been used up in postage. Though I don't believe the money leaves immediately. I think Black Eye Joe was of the opinion that it takes several days to leave your account. So just bear in mind, it may be swagging and hidden your associated credit card or whatever it is, if you don't have the funds on board to pay, which can come as a rude shock. It absolutely can come as a rude shock. So please be very aware of that. Okay. So let's see. I don't know if this little peaked hat will fit into there safely. I don't want to lose the peak on it, just because I want to save a couple of bucks, because the postage has been paid for. If I can do it safely, yeah, I will. I want to save money, but if it doesn't go in neatly, no, it actually does. Happy with that. Nice. And that's the thing, guys, just as you can, you know, especially because times haven't been great for sales. Evan, thank you for buying this from me, mate. I hope that you enjoy your hat. Yeah, because times are tough, we've got to sort of think outside the box, and where we can save even a couple of bucks, just do it at the moment. And we'll always do it, but in particular at the moment, please do it, because times are tough. I do need to work on getting up and beyond where I'm at. I do need to focus a bit more on different ways of growing the business and being a bit more clever in ways I am doing things, because at the moment, like, sometimes the whole week-to-week stuff, even though I'm glad and I'm forging ahead and making my own path, it can be a little bit stressful too. It's like, it's not, you know, I have a bad day. It's not like the employer goes, well, you know, take the day off, mate. No, I'll give you your sick money. It's like, no, take the day off and you don't make money. And the idea is that we need to keep making money, guys. So draft bank, draft bank. Callum, thanks for buying this off me, mate. You're a repeat buyer? I'm not sure. I feel like you are, but it doesn't say it. Either way around, thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your book. Or if it's a gift, I hope the recipient enjoys your book. You could be buying my books, of course. 11 out on Amazon. I've got some in my eBay store. Just look up Tori Favreau. I'm going to see if these Gazman pants fit into that satchel. I mean, it's a stretch, sure, but I'll try. As I said, guys, just try everything. And yeah, with the Band 5, lol, they're not going to fit your buffoon. With the Band 5, losing Band 5, which I believe will happen at the end of the month to me, it won't take much for me to build it back up again. And particularly because they're going to be putting these satchels in July onto Aussie Post. And you know what? Band 4 is pretty good anyhow, so I wouldn't be overly concerned by anything like that. Band 4 is pretty good. Band 5 rocks. And, you know, for us YouTube resellers, it's good to say I'm on a Band 5 discount because I'm so successful and you could buy a course off me. Don't buy a course off me. I don't have one. School of Hard Knocks doesn't come with a course. School of going to bloody war when you're a 19-year-old. Anne, thanks for this purchase. Good on you, mate. Makes it sound as though Anne and I are old mates. We're not. We might be one day. It's going to Tassie. We're now 20 past 12 for those of you keeping time. But now that I've got the label printer, it makes it so much easier. So much easier. Now, I'm going to sold these to the same person. I told you guys about that sale, so I won't bore you. I must have at some stage slashed through multiple sheets of the bubble wrap with the knife because I've still got busted bits in there, so I'm a duffer. Got to cut away from the roll and cut away from my hand. So they will go in there. And this is the thing, like a lot of people are like, oh, you're going to combine my shipping and blah, 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 blah. Yes, of course I am. But I won't refund you until I actually send it. Just in case something happens. Come on, buddy. You can get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Yep, it did. That's good. So I'll refund one of the shippings on that one now that I know it fits. But once again, it hasn't hurt me too savagely because it's going in the cheapie. Ian, thank you so much for your purchase, mate. Or purchases, I should say. Correction. And I hope you enjoy your Lego torches. They are cool. I've had numerous of them over the years. I don't know if do they make them now? I don't know. These are old ones, but the battery's still working them. So $5 into, like, you know, 27. That's not bad. Not bad reselling, if I do say so myself. Which I just did. So these Byte magazines, they'll need to go in a large box. Okay, so let's have a look here. We'll get Karen's out of the way. Well, Karen and Holly's. Do I have medium satchels here in front of me? I've already made a mess of this area because I'm a bit silly. These are small. These are medium. Okay. Can I fit these carries into the one? Ideally, yes, because I want to send Paragirl some money back in the post. Dudes, be good to each other. You're about to have a long journey together, okay? Best friends. They're already hugging. And I'm just squashing their heads, so please don't look. Get in there. I told you to get in. Stop looking at me. The blue one was staring at me as its head went into the plastic bag. Get in there. So, yeah, please don't look. Love you guys. Get in there. Get in. And also today I'm sending, because I should have done it last week. I can't remember what came up, but I'm sending 2 records over to WA to Putty McPudpud. And I'm sending, so when I mention these people, they're channel members or viewers and stuff like that. But Putty McPudpud is a channel member, and I'm sending a Dead Kennedys record to Shorts, also a channel member. So they were private sales. When I know people have interest in things, I do my best, obviously, to facilitate that, because we want to sell, but also we want to look after people who look after us. And these guys have been lovely, so let's have a look here. Like, Putty McPudpud actually donated to buy some of the shelves that are in here. So, very, very generous. And I think that is one of the things, guys. It is quite amazing, the community that we have built together. Open back up. There we go. All right, watch your ears. I am going to have to wrap this a bit better. Karen, I'm sorry. You know I love them, but I want to save you money on post. So they're safe, but they will spring to life. Just rip the bag open. There's nothing. I know you'll see this before you get this. Rip the bag open. There's nothing in there that will tear or break, as you saw, other than my heart because of putting them in the one thing. All right. Guys, going to do sticky tape. I know that can affect some people with headphones. This tape dispenser is a piece of rubbish. It's even, can you see that, how it's spinning? Because the weight underneath it is central. It's stupid. Frustrating. And I still cannot find where to complain on Amazon. I do have an Amazon wish list. I'd never heard of it before, but I think it was Chrissy who said I should have one. I just don't know how to promote it. I'm trying to point something at it, but it's on my link tree. If you go to Linktree and then type Linktree and all the rest, and then Tori Favreau, my Amazon wish list is there. If anyone wants to have a Bo Peep and just see the sort of stuff that I like or am into, go right ahead. So, Karen. And I've written Karen A, not Holly. My handwriting's terrible, but not Holly. Holly's a 10-year-old daughter, guys. I'm a bad human. Okay. We all just got a little bit quieter with that sale. Not happy about that. Now, this is the Pokemon card that I sold for $60. I am just going to put it in this mailer, but because it was $60, even I'm not going to just chuck it like that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to do too much about it. It's a card, but I still want to show the customer the fact that they spent $60 on a Pokemon card. I hope it's, honestly, I hope it's worth heaps. I hope when you get it, you go, yep, that card is worth $1,000, because I know nothing about Pokemon cards. I priced it purely based on the watches and views I was getting in my store. So I may have actually done myself a disservice, and I hope that I did you a good service. Because yeah, for those who don't know the story, a lot of people started looking at this card. I've got no idea what it is. I don't know how to play Pokemon. I love the Pokemon toys, and I do. All I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to put it between 2 sheets of cardboard like that, tape it up, and because I'm sending it like a parcel, or I'm sending it tracked as a parcel, it'll have up to $100 worth of. Okay, did you see that, Matilda? And so see the stupid thing, how it waves around in the middle? Why isn't the weight evenly distributed? Because it's got a big pad in the middle. It's just a piece of crap. And that just popped out. It was clicked all the way down. All the way down. Like, down. There's no clunk, clicky bit. There's a hook that you do down to. Anyhow, first it just came out again. It is a piece of crap. A $45 piece of crap that I can't even find where to complain about it on Amazon. All right. Ali thinks it's funny when I whinge about that. I don't blame her. All right, so this is going to Shannon. Thanks, mate. Shannon, I hope this card is worth heaps. And if you're a reseller and you bought it, I hope you make truckloads out of it, because it cost me nothing and you were good enough to pay me $60. So I hope it's worth heaps, or it fills a hole in your collection, mate. Good on you. I do appreciate that sort of stuff. I think it's pretty awesome. Okay. We're still going, guys. We're not done. It's a fair bit of stuff here, so I can't complain. I'm exceedingly grateful. Oh, there's 18 things, I think, that we're packing. So this was for the DVD Anna, or on Blu-ray, I should say. Going to Verity. That's a nice name. And Verity picked that up nice and cheap for a sealed Blu-ray, so that's good. Love it when people have a win, because the fact that I got the sale means I had a win, so they get a win by getting something they actually really wanted for a good price, $12. $12 and less fees and all. I don't know how much I made, but I sold it for $12 and I paid $1. So these are good things, guys. These are good things to aim for. Now, this one is going to be a bit of a bugger. Okay, this one's going to Canada. All I want to do is be able to wrap it enough that it can sustain a bounce if it needs to. I did check with the customer and said, hey, I'm listing more Nerf guns, but he didn't just wanted this one, so that's fine. It's a pretty cool gun. I'm annoyed. I already said this, but I'm annoyed that I didn't get more of them. Okay. Want it to survive the trip. Guys, just so as you know, it looks like there's going to be a Canada Post strike at the end of the month, so please be aware of that. I don't know, some people are saying, well, maybe consider not sending to Canada, but it's going to affect American postage too. It'll be held up in Los Angeles until the postal strike clears, or Aussie Post will just hold it. I'm going to do the tape. It came out again, Matilda. There is nothing to click it into. Sorry, Matilda is not like my imaginary friend. She's a friend, but a viewer also. And she said, no, you've just got to click it down to make it stay in place. But there is nothing to click. So I'm bitching to a person that can't defend themselves. But I'm not having a go at you either. You know that. I do love the fact that we have this community of people that I can sort of talk to, but the rest of you guys just have to go, oh, who's that? Must be someone in our Flip family, because he's talking to them like he knows them. I do talk to myself, but not like that. Not like total insanity talk yet. All right, so now, interesting. As best I probably don't need to do much more with that because I'm going to put it in an international thing. And the truth of the matter is they won't give a crap at the post office because they are going to put it in an international. So what I'll do is, just to not confuse the issue, I'm going to put it in a large satchel, but inside out, that there's no barcodes or stuff like that they can accidentally touch or scan. And then when I get home and I do the international stuff for it, it'll be nice and easy. I'll just get it into this one here. And guys, that's something you can do. Don't forget, you can reverse the Aussie Post satchels and that if you're not selling, flat rate. My fingers are sticking to that. This is just to get it home sealed. Because once it gets to the post office, I'll ask nicely if they can put it into an international satchel for me. Because I'm going to have to get Pud's records ready and Short's record ready in the post office. I'll have to pay for them in person, I think. It's weird. The Aussie post office doesn't have access to the record mailers that you can buy from Australia Post. You can buy ones made for LPs. They're called an LP mailer. But my post office can't get their hands on them. Can't order them. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Weird. Okay, so this little lady is leaving. 94 bucks, $5 into 94. Of course, we are going to give her bubble wrap. And I'll give her a fair bit of it too. Because that was a lot of money to spend. Yep, I just sliced through. Oh my God. I just sliced about 6 layers deep by mistake then. So it's going to keep ripping at that point. Because I don't think, and I just do sometimes. All right. So yes, the way you go, and because the head is bigger than the body, it sort of wants to get wild in the streets. And we can't get wild in the streets, so yeah, I've got to stop complaining and start fixing that bloody tape dispenser. Now, will she fit into here? The answer is a resounding no, I believe. That's fine. She'll fit into a satchel, and she is padded and she's plastic. So that will go in here. I love it when a plan comes together. She's over 500 grams too, so. I will leave that one open though, so as I can just test once I get home. If there's any other easier way I can send her that's a bit cheaper and that I can save some money. Okay, now here's some of our challenges. So we'll move that one there. That wasn't a sale, it was something I just had out. I hope you guys don't mind going through the thought process with me. All right, large Aussie Post box. I'll actually need to get more of them at some point. Unfortunately, with the way they work, and it's just because I don't have the money, but the way they work is you get the better discounts, but you've got to buy 20 of them. So at the moment, my cash flow is not a 20 mailer box kind of budget. Now they'll go in here. And is there anything I can just scrunch it up with? Didn't realise the box was falling apart as I was loading it up. That's my backyard neighbour. Probably one day he's going to poke his head around and go, you know, I'm the guy you always say is your backyard neighbour. Hi. I go, hi, how you doing? I'm Tori. You're on YouTube now. You're on YouTube, good buddy. My neighbour. All right. That'll go in nicely. Get in there nicely. Actually, let's have a look. I'll lift it up a bit. There we go. Then what it does in transit is its own business. But that is a large enough box that I need to probably have to jam some paper bags and stuff like that in that one once I get home. That's a large one. Let's just get it straight out to the car now. And it is heavy, but I don't think it's 5 kilos, thank goodness. I'm still sending in a large box, so it will still cost me 20 odd bucks for it to go. Mate, I'm recording YouTube, jeez. Like they care. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Now, this Batman Ushi, part of me is just, I think I'm tempted. I'll put it in a big box, but I might reserve the right. I'll see how much they paid first. They paid $15 postage, which must be based on its dimensions. So, it's a big box being used again, but there's a little trick. So, I'm going to take the box with me, but I'm going to, firstly, we better see that it fits. So, that goes onto there, that, oh, it may not fit in, or I may have to buckle it out. I'm going to have to weigh it once I get home, because I may get away with, if I send it within Australia like this, guys, just so as you know, they'll zap that barcode there, and I'll be charged, I think it's $21 or something like that. But if I fold it inside out and make it my own packaging, it means I still get to use the good box, but they'll do it based on dimension and calculated postage. I'll take the box home, and either way around, I'll give this a wrap around of the busted. I'm annoyed I sliced that. I know I joked about it, but I'm actually annoyed. Silly Billy. Let's just see, because this is flat out annoying me. Will this thing come off in the middle? Yes. Will that mean it stops spinning now? Yes. Just a little bit. I love how I just showed the camera something. You're probably all just going, oh my God, you're just background noise, Tori. Don't tell us everything. You're background noise. No, I'm not. I'm a person. I'm a personable person talking to my people. Yeah, see? That's where I cut through by mistake. Not the end of the world, but still annoying. I'll use scissors this time though. I'm just going to give it the one little layer, because it's going to go into a box after this. And that should be enough. And then we'll just have one more thing to do, and that's the Carnage Lego set. And then we better skedaddle out of here. Got to get the stuff for tonight's soup. Get myself some lunch. There's a supermarket directly across the road from me here. yeah, then it'll be time to go home and work my butt off. I've got lots of stuff to prepare and do, so I like being busy, but sometimes I feel overwhelmed by how busy I make myself. I think I'm going to use one of my days off this week to get some writing done too. I'm writing the sequel to my most popular book, Pinata. It is the one that, if you ever look up my style, it's right here actually. Don't let the cover fool you. This is one of the most violent, horrible books you'll probably ever read in your life. I deliberately did the cover to be misleading. It does give you all the trigger warnings inside it. Like pretty much as soon as you start, there are warnings there. Yeah. These are the trigger warnings that you get. Child harm, animal harm, mutilation of a corpse, cannibal references, fuel references, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, domestic V. It's intense. It is intense. I'm proud of it. It's sort of like a documentation of a spiraling into madness, but it was hard to write, even though it's a very, very small book. You've got to put yourself in the mindset of someone who is basically losing their grip on sanity and has a God complex. Sounds like an average day at the office, doesn't it? So, pretty sorry state of affairs when my $45 tape dispenser is being not used, but it's actually working better. It's working better when it's not a tape dispenser. That side doesn't do it, so oh well. All right, they go out in the car. I won't do that now on camera. That can wait. And last but not least for sure is this Lego set, which is pretty cool. And this can come back over for now. Can I use that core somehow? No. It's got two cores in it, which is basically just where you put the tape in the center, but doesn't work, doesn't do anything. And then I'll just quickly go through my little checklist to make sure I've got everything. I've got the 3 records out at home to send. And this going to Canada. Canada sounds lovely. All the people do anyhow. I'm still spewing. I was meant to be going to America in my capacity as an author in August. And just one bad thing came after the other, and now I'm not going. Don't have the money to go. So I had to let them know about 2 months ago. And I must admit, for something I was really looking forward to, it was heartbreaking to see my name taken off the list of authors. It's a sobering sort of thing. And it's like, I think, sometimes people mean their best, but they're also busy. But it's funny. Myself and I think most of the UK authors and one of my friends in Brussels are no longer going for a variety of reasons. Some are political, some are financial. Sorry. But yeah, I don't actually used to have a lot of the American authors constantly chatting to me, and now no one does. Well, not no one, but very rarely. I think it's because, like, once you leave going to the event, you leave the group chat, and because they're all still in the group chat, they don't notice that you're no longer there. So I'm lucky I've got good friends in the Australia horror writing community that are awesome. So I do chat to them, and I was lucky enough to meet one of them recently. He lives in Geelong. Bloody amazing author, Mark Towles. So look up his stuff. Great author. But I was very, very blessed to catch up with him. We'd been talking about it, hadn't done it. And eventually it's like, this is just ridiculous. We live right near each other, 30 minutes away from each other. Yet we haven't caught up. And we had the best conversation. Really, really enjoyed it. So it's something that I need to repeat the experience, because it was really good. Now, should I try to use this box is perforated everywhere. It's fantastic. I just wonder if I could somehow. It's a lot of cutting and mucking around. This packing table isn't designed for large scale. Let's have a look here. All right, just give me 2 seconds. Ali just texted me. G'day there, Captain Neckbeard here. So a bit of an overshare, but I just knocked my, thank God I drunk most of it, I just knocked most of my coffee off the table. Now I don't have any more drinkies. I've only got one thing left to pack though. I'm just trying to get it ready now. It's just too much fiddling around. I was actually scared I'd knock the camera over, but I knocked my drink over, but I've wiped it up. So, yeah, I'll be back. All right. So I'm Frankensteining a box to send to Canada just for this Lego set. So I've done most of it. I just got to make sure I'm not accidentally breaking or wrecking anything that's in there. Cutting the corners now. Get them to fold up. And sincerely hoping that this gets over there before their strike takes effect, along with that Nerf gun. They're both going to Canada. Well, they'll be going to Los Angeles. I do need to confirm that because I say it a bit, but it is my experience that the Canadian post goes to America first. Probably so they can read all your letters. I'm joking. Am I? But yeah, so it's just weird to not be going over to America because it was a very beautiful way that my writing had been acknowledged by a group of my peers. And for a brief period of time, I think it did allow me to be read a bit more too. So, there we are. That part will be doing just fine as is. Fold that over. We don't need that bit there. The cardboard's nice and thick too, so it will be well protected, even though it will look rough as hell. And it does, it looks rough. But I don't care about that. I care about it making it over there okay. So what I'm doing with this, guys, is I'm simply just getting the sort of the bones of the thing done, that we can then seal it shut properly. And I don't need that part there, so that can go down. That's the part I don't need. That's the upside and downside of being an everything seller, the packaging. It's not like I'm just sending item X that needs just this. I'm sending bits of everything. So sometimes regular postal boxes aren't the right size. But all things said and done, you can see what I've done there. That's got the Lego in it. It's nice and safe. I'm going to tape it up better now. I wish I had my, oh wait, Ali's got her tape gun. I will use that as long as there's tape on it. No, is there tape? Yeah, there is. Good. Shh, don't tell her. Shh, it was my roll of tape. Okay. And if I use the rest of it, I'll just give that one over because that is useless. Sorry guys, this can be very loud on headphones. I apologise. I'm going to be doing about another 8 more. Not boxes. Just passes. But yeah, that's pretty good actually. I'm pleased with that. I won't have to hang around at the post office for that one. Just the record. I need to buy the LP holders. Well, depending. Does Australia Post charge post when they post the thing? Oh, you bet their bottom dollar, I think they do. That's a song, isn't it? Yeah, hey. Who are you? All right, so all that's done. Oh, through the rubbish box over here. That's good. That's done, guys. I think we've packed everything, which is fabulous. I get to go to the shops now, and I'll chat to you guys as I'm heading home, and then I'll have some lunch, get this pack and track done, finished, and we'll reconvene as I drive to the post office. I know it's a long video. I hope that it's kept you company, and I hope that it's given you insight to how my brain works. In any case, on the occasions it does work. Stop being self-disparaging, Tori. Okay, I'm going to shut this up and get going because I'm thirsty now. So it warms up in here, which I'm kind of grateful for. But I'll see you guys once we get out and about again, okay? All right. Love you. Bye. For now, bye. Actually, scrap that. I'm just going to go to the supermarket and go home, and I'll check in with you guys once I get there. I want to have a little listen to my podcast and have a bit of downtime to myself. So I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. And I just thought at least I'd do you the courtesy if you go, oh, why didn't he? I just need some downtime. Nothing bad's happened. It's just the sun's outside. It's nice. And I've been speaking for a couple of hours now. It may not, it feels like it. Maybe it hasn't been that long, but it's after 1 o'clock now. Well, guys, end of the day, I don't know why, considering I was just printing stuff out. Had a lot of stuff I needed to weigh and move about, and the post getting it ready has taken far longer than what it should have. I mean, I did respond to some correspondence and do some other bits and pieces that I needed to attend to, but I'm a little bit annoyed at myself. It's like 10 to 4. I think I said goodbye to you guys a little bit after 1 o'clock or something, I think. And it's taken all this time to get this stuff done. There's a lot, there's 19 items, but a lot of them had to be weighed. I hope that hack helped with the post. I hope that helped. I'm knackered. I haven't listed, I've done drafts for today, but I haven't done my dollar figure. I've got 2 tubs of shoes that I need to work my way through. Pedal to the metal when I get home. Or do I just find myself something like one of my boxes of Lego I want to get rid of? I've got a couple of little things that... Sun's right in my face, sorry. I've got a couple of little things that are there that I can just cheat on the dollar amount. But I don't know. I basically do want to try to get a lot of shoes done, because otherwise they're going to sit there for another year. And it's better that they're in people's wardrobes than in a plastic tub. Even though I do put the silica gel packets in there to alleviate condensation. Now I feel rushed. And of course I'm not rushed. The only reason I ever feel rushed is because I want to talk to you guys and do a live. And then after that I want to play my video games and just chill with Ali and do nothing. It is so funny. It's like, that's what makes me happy. It's just spending time with her when I finish doing everything. Well, not funny. It's love, I guess. Why am I saying I guess? Shouldn't be embarrassed about that, Tori. I love her. I like spending time with her. There you go. But yeah, once I finish, she knows I just need half an hour to run around and play. At the moment, playing Far Cry 6. Just run around, do some shooting, and then we just hang out for the rest of the night, which is good. But if I want the 2 days off, I feel like I'm going to be working until damn near 10 o'clock tonight. Shoes aren't that difficult because I don't take enough time on them, but the shoes aren't that difficult. The ones I bought were in really good condition, so I can't really complain about that side of them. I should get, I don't know, 40 to 50 bucks per pair, I'm hoping. And then I do need to, God, that's shiny, or glary, I should say. And the traffic's built up because school's just finished. I do need to get on with, you know, listing that sort of stuff. Do you guys have stuff that you hate listing, but you know you've got it and you know it's worth money? Like, so you should be listing it, but you just despise the process. I despise the process. I know there's money. I know people need shoes. I know I've got hundreds of pairs. That's in the death pile doom challenge. I'm actually up to tub 6 now, and no Flutterby. I'm not updating every single time anymore, and I don't need the financial incentive. I should be listing that. That's my stock, and that's well, it's still old, but it's not old. So I'm still going to do the challenge. All right, guys. So it was a good way of doing the challenge. The challenge set by Flutterby to address my old stock, and I am doing it, and I'm proud of myself. So I'm still going to share with you and tell you when it's a death pile challenge. But you know, if you really want to help, have a look at what I list, and if you want it, then grab it. That would be the best help. No, shoes are a bastard. They are a bastard. If I can give you advice on listing shoes, guys, there's money there for you. Okay, so that's a solid recommendation, solid tip. There is money in shoes. But if I can, you know, the best advice I can give you, get a ruler out. Get a ruler out. Put rulers across the shoe, along the length. People even want you to measure inside the shoe. I don't want to do that. And I think it's funny that they ask. It's not no one's fault. Okay, so I'm not dissing my customers, but people don't have the luxury of trying on our shoes, do they? So I was asked the other day if I could measure the inside of a really hardcore enclosed shoe. Like, the only idea is that you get in there with your foot, not your hand and a measuring tape, because their foot is a bit of a weird shape and they want to make sure they fit because they aren't expensive shoes. Because they are expensive shoes, I'm so sorry. Well, $55. And it's like, one, I don't want to. Not because of putting my hands in the shoes. I don't care about that stuff. I will do it. It is just simply more from the viewpoint of I've got massive hands. Well, Ali says I do. I can't, like, yeah, I mean, if I hold them up now, they're just my hands, but I don't know, because it's like, here's a little bottle of orange juice, here's my hand on it. She says they're huge. I don't know. Anyhow, so to get my hand inside a lady's shoe like that, it's just too hard. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But in any case, I'm at the post office. I need to get this stuff in. And as always, guys, I love you all. And I do. I mean that. You bring so much to my day every day. I'm going to do the live regardless of where I'm at. So look out for that. Rat-a-tat-tat. And all I can say to Paragirl's care biz is, hold your breath, guys. See you on the next video.